Greetings, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. You have reached Sav.
And Cat.
I guess I'd be Savvy in this, wouldn't I? We're SavvyCat Productions. So I guess I'm Savvy, so. But you can call me Sav.
I'm still Cat. So, there we go.
And we have a lot of time on our hands, and like so many other people in this time of isolation have decided to do a podcast.
Yeah. Because
we video chat like every single day, so we thought, why not record it? Because we're freaking hilarious.
We're geniuses. It's frankly just a complete sin that the rest of the world hasn't experienced this yet.
Exactly. Like, our conversations are so entertaining. We thought that we were like being selfish, keeping them to ourselves. Yeah. So you're welcome.
We're doing a service to you.
Exactly. So, here we are.
Yeah.
I am 20 and I live in London.
I am 20 and I live in Germany.
This feels like
we're both from New Zealand.
Yes, we are both from New Zealand. This feels like it's like the first day of school. Like, hi, I'm Savannah and I'm 20.
I like cats. Yes. My hobbies include...
No, the name game, we were like, you had to say like an alliteration, so like...
Oh, yeah.
Those were good. Those were terrible, but also like childhood. Anyway, today we just wanted to talk a little bit about ourselves so you can get to know us.
Mm-hmm.
And because we're selfish, so we want to talk about ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna, I guess, talk about how we met and how we ended up here and why we both live in two different countries.
Yeah.
And neither of us where we were born.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Alright.
We both have anxiety.
This is going really well for us.
We're doing so well. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay.
So I make music. That is what I do. I don't make money off of it, so I guess it's not really what I do, but it's what I want to do.
Yeah, you do it.
I do it, but I don't make money off of it yet.
She's amazing though. Stream, Oxygen, especially like her new single, Nowhere to Be Found. Perfect. Perfection. Truly good music.
Cat's trying to make me cry.
No? I'm just hyping up my favorite singer.
Cat is my biggest hype man.
I'm the number one Savannah fan. If anybody comes for that title, me and you, we're gonna fight.
Cat, someone made a fan account for me and they post edits. You haven't done that yet, so I think they're fighting you for the title. You haven't made any edits with me.
I was gonna do it, but then I realized I was using photos when you were 12 years old, and I thought that was a bit embarrassing.
No, that'd be amazing. You just really like... That would be... Please do that. I want to see it.
I will.
I want to see an edit of me when I was 12.
Our intermediate school prom photos.
Oh my god, like graduation?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, what a time. I love that.
Just with like the disco music behind it. The shifting frames. I'm totally doing that.
Please do. I'll make one for you too. I'll read your poem. Your poem will be the audio. I'll just read it and put it over the top.
Oh, that's awful. Oh my god.
Oh. So, so I do music, and apparently I'm a TikToker now. So.
Yes, she is. She's got 40,000 followers.
60,000 followers.
How did you get there? I swear to God, like 2 days ago you were 40k.
Yeah, I'm at 61 now.
Supposedly she's a TikToker.
Supposedly I'm a TikToker. But
just casually, I have 60,000 followers.
I say that as though like everyone watching this is definitely from TikTok.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you all know that I'm a TikToker. It's crazy. I've made more money off TikTok than I have off of music, and I've been doing music my whole life, and I've been doing TikTok for a month.
Spotify, get your shit together.
Spotify, you get 0.04 cents per stream.
Spotify, get your fucking shit together. I'm sorry.
Please pay your artists and everyone, especially because live music is the only way musicians make money. Can't do that at the moment. Please support musicians by buying their merch and things, especially like small musicians. I don't have any merch, but like others, your favorite band, go buy their merch.
Yeah, promote buying physical albums.
Buy physical albums and buy merch right now, musicians. Yeah. We need money.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, that is enough about me and me not having any money. Tell us something about you, Kat.
I also don't have any money. I am a writer. I have published 2 poetry books so far. Oh no. Yeah. There you go. There's one of them. That's my latest one.
It's £6 on Amazon, my guys.
Yeah. And I actually get a decent cut of that, so don't feel bad about that one. And I'm planning to go to school for literature analysis and study of literature. I think that's my degree. In Prague.
You start uni in like 2 months and you don't even know what your degree is. That's brilliant.
Yeah, hopefully I'm going if we're not all stuck inside. I honestly don't even know what my visa situation is anymore. So I can't exactly go home.
Yeah. It's a mess at the moment.
A mess.
But it is Kat's first time going to a proper school since she was 13.
Yeah, I've been 14. I started homeschooling when I was 14.
Yeah, she's been bouncing around the world.
Yeah, I moved to Indonesia when I was 14, and then Japan when I was 17, and then Germany when I was 19, and now I'm 20, and now I'm moving to Prague.
And I have visited you in every single country.
Yes, she has. She's the real MVP.
Well, the first time in Indonesia, Mum paid for that trip. So thank you to my mother for taking my sister and I to Indonesia to see Kat. But then Tokyo, that's the first thing I've spent like a lot of my own money. Like when I got my first job and I spent the whole year saving up to go see Kat in Tokyo. I remember I bought my ticket when I was at the beach and I was with Emma and I was just completely ignoring her. And I was like, I'm going to Tokyo! Because there's such a good sale. And Tokyo was amazing. It's crazy how much traveling we've done together.
We've done actually very much.
Yeah.
More than the average people.
I mean, I had my 17th birthday in Indonesia with you. Like, we've been to other countries together when we were 16. That's crazy.
You had your 20th birthday with me in Amsterdam.
That is true. That is crazy. And I would have had your 20th with you in Germany if coronavirus didn't happen. I was fully planning on coming to Dusseldorf and like surprising you for your birthday. I know your dad would have been there, but
cried.
That's what I wanted.
Bawled my eyes.
That's what I wanted to do, and I'm so upset that I couldn't. But in Tokyo, we actually got tattoos together.
Yes. Yeah.
So we got them because it's like, you know, we've managed to stay friends since we were 11, with her living overseas for 6 years. So we got hands because, you know, we're always holding each other up, keeping each other strong, even when we're far away. So she's always holding my hand. Aww.
Yay for good friendships.
Yeah, I'm glad that we've managed to keep this strong. Otherwise, this would be a terrible tattoo. We've somehow, like, against all odds, stayed friends for all this time, and like for all this distance, and we've gotten closer.
Yeah, we've been friends for 9 years now.
That is crazy. And 7 of those years, you've lived in a different city and mostly a different country.
Yeah.
And we somehow get closer and closer every year.
It's like amazing.
It is. It's so amazing. And the fact, like, since coronavirus started, We have, like, FaceTimed more in the past month since this started than we have in the past 7 years combined.
Yeah.
It's terrible. We talk every single day, but we only ever message each other. Like, we'd never call because we're useless.
For a straight, 2 years, we only talked in memes.
Yeah, we barely even talk. We just sent memes. Literally barely, I barely knew what was going on in your life for, a good couple of years. It was just memes. But
we're still
going strong.
Best friends, yeah.
We talk a bit, but, mainly memes.
It was just Luke Hemmings' face for, a good year solid.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It was just Luke Hemmings for a year. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, that is so accurate. And when we did call, because we called once, and we would just sit in silence sending each other memes. Literally, we'd be on call and just sending each other memes while we sat in silence on Skype.
See, that's how you know, the connection is strong. We didn't even need to talk to each other. We were just I saw this cool thing, you should see this cool thing, for a really long time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a couple weeks ago, we were both feeling a bit sad, so we just turned on Discord and just sat in silence and cried together.
We did. Well, I mean, we even, we were both feeling a bit sad, so we watched Up, and we just messaged each other our thoughts on it. We weren't even FaceTiming each other, we were just, live chatting the whole thing.
Yeah, we both hit play at the same time, and we're, messaging each other throughout the whole movie, and crying together.
Yeah, it's a sad movie.
And she's going to make me do it we're going to do a Captain America marathon. We actually have to do it.
We do. We definitely do. Yeah. We do Captain America and then somehow sneak in Star Wars.
You're never going to let that go, are you?
She's never... Let me put this on record. First podcast. Okay, never seen Star Wars, Harry Potter, or Lord of the Rings. She's from New Zealand. And she's never seen Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit.
I'm just not like other girls, you know?
It's the worst thing you've ever said to me.
I hated every second of that. I'm so sorry. That was a joke. That was a joke. Oh my god. Oh. I'm just it is bizarre though, being a 20-year-old and not having seen Harry Potter is...
It's very... But we have discovered we're both Hufflepuffs. And made sure we did the test together.
I am a Hufflepuff. I know that. I don't know much about what it means. But I also am a Capricorn, and I don't know what that means either, because I'm a fake gay who knows nothing about star signs.
Well, we found this out, the other day. I'm an Aries, but, my rising is a Capricorn. And then Savannah's a Capricorn, but her rising is Aries. So, that was very cool.
It's quite interesting. We don't know what that means, but...
No.
There's got to be a connection of some sort.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, so... another thing about us is... what was I... Wow, my brain just had a frozen.
Nice.
That's cool. People ask me a lot. I mean, my hair is rainbow, but people still ask me if I support LGBT. So the answer is yes.
You could literally have a pride flag in the background, and people would still be like, "Are you supportive of the LGBT community?"
I've had heaps of people ask me in my lives. They're like, "Do you support the LGBT?" And I'm like, "Honey, I am the LGBT."
All your TikToks are about equality.
It's also in my bio. It says I'm a little bit gay.
Your name is the queer Kiwi.
That's true too. It is in my name. Yes, I am the Q. I am the queer.
Yeah. I am the B. I am the bi.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. So I define my sexuality by I just don't care. I care what's in your head, not what's in your pants.
Very nice.
There we go. That's how I'm wording it from now on. I thought about that wasn't even a thought I had just now. I thought about that a couple days ago. That was just sitting in my back
You've been
pocket.
planning it.
I was planning on saying that. I just outed myself for that.
Speaking of outing yourself, how did you come out?
That was really hot. Sorry about that, everybody. I promise I don't have coronavirus.
You missed my joke. I'm very upset about that.
The segue, I did hear it. I just
Yes. Okay, good.
coughed over it. I needed a second to respond. How did I come out? That is an excellent question. So, effectively, there was this girl I had a crush on, and I would spend the night at her place all the time. She lived at uni halls, and I'd always stay the night at her place. She'd always stay the night at my place. Starting off, the way she was in my class, and the way we became friends, like, we never really talked very much. We became friends when we went to a party together, and we got drunk, and we, like, made out in the kitchen. and then we were like, we should hang out. Oh, and then she came over and stayed the night at my place because she needed a place to crash. And then we were like, we need to hang out sometime properly. And that is when it started, with me and her kind of both liked each other but would never admit it, kind of thing. But we'd, like, cuddle.
The gay agenda,
yeah,
basically.
and we'd, like, cuddle on the couch and stuff with my mom in the room. So my mom was, like, fully aware, and she'd, like, comment on things regularly. Like, she'd stay the night heaps, and then my mom would mention things in the morning, like, sounded like you had fun last night. So
That's mortifying.
So my mom obviously knew, right? But I still felt like I had to tell her just in case, you know. So, like, one night, I kind of... It's interesting that I felt like I needed to tell her, but one night... I think I was messaging you about it. I was like, I think I need to talk to my mom. My mom was asleep, but I went into her room, and I, like, knocked on the door, and I was like, Mom? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I have to tell you something. She's just like, what? And I was like, I like this girl... I feel like I don't want to say names. I like this girl. And she was like, yeah, I know. Can I go to sleep now? I was just like, I was crying, and she was like, why are you crying? I don't care. Let me go to sleep.
That's literally almost exactly what happened with me and my mum. It was the middle of the night, and I knocked on her door, and I was like, Mum, I think I like girls. I think I'm bi. And she's like, you're a fucking idiot. Why are you crying over there? I'm like, because I think I'm bi. And she's like, so?
Yeah.
Why are you crying?
It's crazy that, like, I knew my mom, like, my parents have always been, like, my whole life, it was always like, one day when you get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or when you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, like, my whole life, but I still felt so emotional, even though I knew that, like, no one cared.
Yeah.
And I think you knew that your mom would be totally fine with it.
Yeah, like, my parents, I've never really had a problem with coming out to my parents. My mum never really cared about that, and she never even really mentioned having a boyfriend or a girlfriend. She just kind of like, you could bring anyone home, and I don't really care. And my dad was the same, but a bit more obvious about it. Like, I'd come home from my best friend from primary school's house, and he'd just go, you know, I'm okay with, you know, if you like girls or boys. You know, I'm completely okay with it. And I'd be like, oh, okay. And then when I finally did come out to him, he was like, oh yeah, I knew. I was like, bitch, how? I didn't know. Hello?
Well, actually, now that it's interesting, like, I hadn't thought about this until right now. With you, at intermediate, you were kind of almost compensating. Like, you hated dresses and all that, like, sort of stuff. You'd, like, wait, I don't know what, my brain went completely mushy.
I was very much, I had a lot of internalized homophobia for a very long time. And I was very much, like you were joking before, not one of those girls. I didn't like pink, I didn't like dresses, but then I go home and binge watch Barbie movies, so I mean, like, yeah.
But I noticed
like,
it was it was around the time you came out, like right after you came out is when you started accepting more feminine things, which is super interesting. I only just realized that, like, you started wearing dresses and being more okay with, like, being openly girly and, like, things like that right after you came out.
Yeah. It was for a very long time. It was like, because I went to, I don't know, I don't want to put it on religion. Like, it's not, obviously not every religious person is homophobic. Like, that's not true. Religion is something that should just be someone's belief. You know? It's just, those two shouldn't correlate. But, because there's a lot of intersection with that thing, I went to a very religious school, and a lot of my friends were quite outwardly homophobic. Like, they used the F slur a lot, and those kinds of things. And, like, I was never out, and I never really came to terms with it, but I think I internalized that a lot. So I became very kind of afraid, and I pushed all of that kind of away, and I became like one of the boys, and I associated myself very much into male kind of stereotypical likes. And I remember when I got my very first crush on a girl, which was a friend in intermediate school, that was mortifying, and I very much became obsessed with her, but more in like, I tried to turn it into like a friend way. I was like, oh no, I just think she's a really great friend and a really good person. She would ditch me
sometimes. Kat would ditch me sometimes for her, and I didn't realize that was what was happening until literally like 2 weeks ago. I confronted her like, oh, that's why you kept ditching me. We were partners for everything all the time. Then suddenly she just stopped choosing me as her partner, and I was very upset.
I'm genuinely very sorry about that. I became very tunnel-minded. I'm so sorry.
In hindsight, I understand. And, like, it's like that thing of, like, in hindsight, I'm like, I wish you would have told me. But I also don't know how I would have responded, because I never had crushes on anyone. I just didn't understand. I didn't like boys or girls. I always made up crushes. People are like, you have to like someone. I'm like, I don't, until I, like, made up the boy in class that everyone else had a crush on. I'm like, okay, I have a crush on him. Because I just didn't care. So I think I would have just been confused. Like, how do you have a crush on two different people?
How do you have a crush on both a boy and a girl?
I don't even have a crush on anyone. Girls are prettier, though. Girls have always been prettier, and that has always been my opinion my entire life.
Yeah.
I used to, when I was a child, like, I'd think about, when I was like 9, I think I started thinking about it, because I'd never looked at a boy and been like, he's pretty or he's cute. I'd never done that, whereas every single girl I saw, I'm like, she is stunning. So when I was like 9...
Which I think that's why I, like, pushed away all the feminine stuff.
That makes sense.
Because I thought it was too intimidating and pretty.
Fair. Girls are scary. But I would internalize this, and, like, I started questioning this thing when I was about 9 or 10. I was like, what if I do like girls? And I didn't think there was a problem with that. Like, I knew my parents wouldn't mind or anything, but I was scared purely because I was like, I want kids one day, and I want to, like, and that scared me. I was like, oh my god, if I like girls, I can't have children. Which is obviously not true, but I was 9, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, there's also, like, I guess, you know, the whole thing of, like, gay marriage only legally became a thing. In the States, at least.
2015. 2015 in the States, 2013 in New Zealand.
Yeah. So, I mean, for a lot of our lives, it was very much not illegal, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
We did know that there was a difference, whether or not.
Well, my mum's cousin is gay, and so I grew up with like him and his partner, and they had a civil union, which I just thought was the same as my mom just said it's a wedding, but like slightly different. So I didn't really realize there was a big difference as a child. But then by the time gay marriage was like became like a legal thing, I by that point did kind of know it was different.
Yeah. I do remember very much when I was in high school, and it's one of the reasons why I left traditional schooling. There's a lot of... I went to an all-girls school, which was yes. And I was hanging out, I was friends with this one girl, and I don't know, it was just kind of like... It was very sudden, and I think she started hanging out with like the cool kids. So, I don't know, I was kind of pushed out of the clique, and the way that happened was they made a rumor that it was very Mean Girls. They made up a rumor that I was lesbian, and I had a crush on her, and she didn't want me near her. So that was a big...
We found out years later that she is actually gay.
Yeah, we did.
My mom,
do that.
My mom's work friend, his daughter goes to this school, and the girl that his daughter is dating is this girl that bullied Kat for being gay.
Which kind of makes sense. So we were both very much internalizing homophobia at that point and didn't really know how to express it.
Yeah.
Which is really, really sad.
It is very sad.
Yeah.
I guess, like, you know, a lot of the time when it's, like, other gay people making fun of people for being gay while they're closeted, it's that whole, like, you express how I feel, like, want to express kind of thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you weren't out either, so I guess it's just...
No.
I
think she was just expressing her pain.
Projecting.
In the wrong way.
Yeah. She was, like, pretending you were her, I guess, and treating you how she was treating herself. Which is very sad. It's very sad that happens.
It's very sad.
And I'm sure she would apologize now if you saw her again.
Probably. Yeah. But it's over now.
High school is
I'm
the
very
worst.
comfortable with my sexuality now, so.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, your school, like, I was so lucky to go to the school that I went to. With, like, we had posters all over our school, like, that were like, when is it okay to use the word gay? And these were posters, and it was like, does this person identify as gay? And I was like, yes, then it's okay to use it. And it was like, no, then no, use a different word. And these posters were everywhere, and they were like, no tolerance for unacceptance kind of posters everywhere as well, like, with all the terminology and how, like, it's unacceptable to show any form of, like, homophobia or transphobia or anything at school. And these posters were all over the school. They were everywhere. We had a few gay teachers as well who were, like, openly gay, who wouldn't tolerate it at all, and they'd talk about it in their classes and things. And it was great. Also, we had LGBT inclusive sex education. Not, like, obviously all the resources we use, like, for some reason it's like sex education videos haven't been filmed since 2003.
They never update that shit.
They never update them. So you're watching those dumb sex ed videos that were filmed on, like, some stupid camera and put onto a VHS. And they're watching them back, and they're so outdated, it's hilarious. But they're obviously not LGBT inclusive at all.
Yeah. Which, can I say, is very strange, considering that the New Zealand curriculum of education has been updated several times since those videos were made.
This is the same thing.
Which means they're not...
It's the same thing worldwide, though. I think the whole world is watching the same videos that were filmed in, like, 1998.
Yeah. Which, I mean, is wrong. Don't do that, please.
Can we make what I will volunteer? I will be in a really cringy sex ed video to show in class if it means we update it. I will do it. There are so many good sex ed YouTubers. Surely they could just start showing those in class.
I know.
Like, the resources are there. If you need a volunteer, I will do it for free. Put me in a sex ed thing for schools. I will do it.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But our teachers said every time we did sex education at high school, they were basically just said, someone in this class is gay. So we're going to teach gay sex education because there's not a chance that not a single person in this class is gay. So they usually said at least two.
Yeah. Do you know what's so funny? Like, You know that meme that's like the gay cousin?
Yeah.
For years, I was trying to work out who that was. Bruh. It was me the whole time.
It's... Actually, I'm the gay cousin too.
I was so, like, bamboozled by that. I was so shook. I was like, wait, hold up. I'm the gay cousin. No.
I think me and my sister are just so... Like, if you're looking at my mom's side of the family, me and my sister are just so different to the rest of my cousins. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, like, I'm the oldest cousin out of all of my cousins. Like, I've always been the oldest. I was the first of that generation. And, like, I remember when I was about, I don't know, I think I was, like, 15, probably. When did I come out? I can't remember. It was after I came out.
I think...
I was out by the... by then.
I think it was around the end of 2014, start of 2015 kind of time.
Yeah. I know, I definitely know I was out by the time gay marriage was legalized in America.
Which was June 2015.
Yes. But yeah, around that time I was talking to my mum and we were having this conversation and I was thinking about like my cousins and I was like, I'd just seen that meme of like the gay cousin kind of thing, that joke. And I was like, which one do I think? And then I was like, I can't, they're all very straight to me. I can't work, and no, it's just, yeah, me.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, I can't see any of them. Yeah.
Oh dear. Because you only have... Are those your only 3 cousins? Do you have cousins on the other side?
No, I have... Yes. I have 2 on my dad's side and 3 on my mom's side.
I have...
And I am the oldest.
My sister is the youngest, but I'm second youngest to her. I have... How many? I have like probably 7 or 8 on each side, I think.
Yeah.
I've got a decent amount of cousins.
I'm very lucky in terms of I only have... 1 aunt on each side.
Yeah, my mom has 4 siblings and my dad has 3.
Well, my grandmother has 11. They had 11.
So you have a lot of first cousins once removed then?
Yes, I do. I have plenty of those.
That is... wow. That's so many children.
Yeah. It's a lot of children.
There's a girl in my class who had like 12 brothers and 3 sisters or something. Which is crazy.
Isn't this one woman who had like 22 kids?
There's this one family that want a girl so badly, and they've had like 11 boys, but they don't want to stop until they have a girl.
Give up.
Literally? What are the chances are so
literally...
low. Oh my god. The fact, like, the likelihood of having 11 boys is ridiculously low. It's crazy. Well, yeah, wait.
Was that one king, Henry the Eighth or something like that, who kept killing his wife because they never gave him sons?
Yeah. Like, oh my god. I can't believe that that's, like, real things that happen.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild. Like, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And in the scheme of things, it's not even that long ago.
And then, yeah, it really wasn't that long ago. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Things are weird.
I didn't yawn. That didn't happen.
What's the appropriate response to someone yawning? Is it bless you?
I think you say shut up. Is the correct response.
No.
The correct response is,
polite.
am I boring you that much? That's the correct response.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I remember at school assemblies, I used to just yawn non-stop. Like, I couldn't start. I'd yawn once, and I just yawned the entire assembly. And I was a counsellor
Yeah.
as well by the end of year 8. So, like, sitting in front of the whole school, trying not to yawn.
That's right.
Crazy. Wild. What a time intermediate was. That feels like a lifetime ago.
Those, in your defense, those were really dull.
Assemblies are so stupid.
I mean,
Why did we
they were
have to
really
have
dull
them?
except when we... Yeah. They were really dull except when we sung the Bruno Mars song.
See, we had music assemblies on a Thursday and then normal assemblies on a Friday. So we had music assemblies every Thursday where the whole school would go into the hall and we had to sing. Like, but it wasn't like choir songs. No.
No.
Our school song was Telephone by Maroon 5. Was it called Telephone?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was our school song.
Yeah.
Woke up on the right side.
It wasn't even like...
This Prince
I
song
remember,
inside my head.
We like started with the national anthem, and then it progressively just got worse and worse and worse. Like it got from national anthem to like Love, Love, Love of Monsters and Men.
And then shabum, 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 sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Oh, and Walk in the Dog. Remember Walk in the Dog?
I still remain that Fish and Chips
Top
was
tier song. Mwah.
Truly iconic.
Mwah. That will continue to be the most iconic song of my childhood, and no one can ever. Is that a Kiwi song? Do they do that anywhere else?
Yeah, I think it's a Kiwi song.
It's not a thing in the UK. You guys are missing out. British.
It's fantastic.
Fish and chips. Yeah. Fish and chips.
Yeah.
Makes me want to lick my lips. Eat them for breakfast, lunch, and tea. Fish and chips are for me. It goes on for a while.
Iconic.
Absolutely. Why were there so many songs about junk food? Because there was the McDonald's one as well.
Yeah.
How's it go? Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut, McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. Why is that a song we teach to children? Why? And we'd sing that at assemblies. Like, what?
Yeah.
Why?
No, I still remain the most iconic was, we had houses, like different groups in the school, and our house was... Remu. And we had, it was just the Yellow House, so we remixed the Yellow Submarine.
We all live in a Remu submarine. My favorite was 4 + 4 is half of 16. All for Remu. Stand up and lean. I lean. Hey! The houses, they were all native New Zealand trees, by the way, if you didn't know what a Remu was. That's your fun fact, Daily.
Though I don't understand why Remu was yellow.
Surely we should have been Corfi.
Yeah.
Why was that not a house?
I don't know. Like, Corfi is literally a yellow flower.
Corfi is the word for yellow.
Yeah!
Like, so stupid. Oh my god. What a time. Intermediate school was wild.
It was
absolutely
really wild.
Absolutely wild. It
it's
was
like
a mess.
there are some parts that I like cannot remember at all, and if you reminded me of it, I can't. But I'll see the layout of the entire.
They've changed it. The school's moved around a lot. All the classrooms have moved. Room 7 is now the music room. Our old classroom is the music room. It changed about 4 years ago now.
I don't like that.
No, neither.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, neither.
Yeah.
Remember when the school hall wasn't finished being built, so we had to sit on the freaking ground in the tech block? And then they were stupid and they didn't make the doors big enough or something, so it wasn't technically fire safe.
Yeah.
They made the hall so it wasn't fire safe. Oh, goodness. What a mess. We were, it's funny how much we've changed. Like, we keep saying, like,
Yeah.
we always say, like, oh my god, 12-year-old us would be so proud. And then we're like, no, they would hate us. They would actually.
We just discussed how much I was not feminine at all. If she saw me, she would hate me.
If she saw those BTS albums, she would
I was
disown
strictly against One Direction. I was
Same.
absolutely a One Direction hater until about midnight when One Thing was my fucking jam. That was the only song I streamed.
I didn't come around until Made in the AM. No. And now I would die for Harry Styles.
Yes. Yeah, but like if she saw my fucking photo cards of boys with pink hair, disowned. Though I love him. He's my baby.
Well, it's like, I remember being 12 and seeing 5 Stars and being like, ew.
Yeah, you could have met them. That's the funniest thing.
If I wasn't so stupid with so much internalized misogyny, my life could have been so much better. Oh, man. I remember being 12 as well, and I saw like a 15-year-old girl with like a few piercings, and I was 12, and I was like, oh my god, why would you get piercings? Oh my god. And then here's me with 18 piercings, and that's after a bunch of them have come out.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of them when I was 14, 15, so 12-year-old me would be very disappointed.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to be a fucking Minecraft YouTuber.
Like Post Malone.
Yeah. Post Malone being part of Team Crafted is my favourite fact of all time.
So funny. The fact that Post Malone was the least significant member in the largest Minecraft YouTube channel is wonderful. That is the best information. I love it so much.
The fact that he's gone so far to erase that, like, it's nowhere.
It doesn't even say it on Wikipedia. Like, no one's even put it on his Wikipedia page that he was in Team Crafted. And Wikipedia says all sorts of bullshit.
I know. It's like the only reason I found out about that was I was rewatching their videos and he was in the fucking, like, just in the car. And I was like, who? Hello? What the hell? The fact that a Team Crafted member met BTS is just...
Well, he was the #1 streamed person on Spotify last year as well.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. My knee's sore, so it's going up here like this now because I like girls, so this is how I sit on my chair.
I'm sitting like that currently, so I mean...
It's quite... Okay, we have been talking for 45 minutes and we still haven't talked about some of the things we were meant to.
That's fine.
We also didn't discuss how long we were going to make these because we could make this about 7 hours long.
We could.
Easily.
Totally could.
Easily.
I think we wrap up what we were going to talk about and then...
right. So circling back to us being gay.
Yes.
Some tips. Should we just go straight to the tips? Okay, and we'll talk about the other stuff next time.
Yeah.
So some advice for coming out. Both of us obviously had quite positive experiences when it came to our parents.
Yes.
But I think overall, you just have to make sure you feel like safe and comfortable.
Yeah.
Your safety is important.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. It's like I'm out to my parents, but I'm not out to some of my family members just because I don't feel comfortable with that. And I think that it's perfectly okay not to. Like, of course, you should feel comfortable and you should come out when you're ready. And I think it's incredibly brave and strong for you to do that. But especially right now in the current situation of the world, don't feel pressured. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and I mean with your family members that you're not out to, right? You don't see them very often, so like don't feel like you have to come out to people. Like you don't owe it to anyone.
Yeah, it's your thing. And you should only do it when you're comfortable and you're safe and you want to.
Yeah, and
you don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah, and I think right now, especially like Kat was saying, like we're all stuck inside at the moment, and so it might be hard because you feel like, you know, before you could go out with friends and you might have been out to your friends so you could be fully yourself, and now you're stuck inside and you might feel like you have to hide who you are, and I'm really sorry that you're going through that. It's really shit. But please, if you feel like your family won't accept you, please do wait till after this is over so that you can have somewhere else to go and like you can stay with your friends if you need to, because there's nothing worse than being in a situation in which you feel like unsafe and extremely uncomfortable in your house. You don't deserve that, especially right now.
At the end of the day, your safety and your mental health comes first out of everything.
And one day you won't have to live in a house with your parents. Wouldn't that be lovely?
It sounds really dark, but there is an end to everything, just like there's a start to everything. And just know that if you're going through a really rough time right now, with your sexuality or with anything else, that it will come to an end. Like, I know the situation, especially right now, it feels like it's going to be forever, but it's not. It's really not. I mean, like, it came really, really quickly. And it started so fast and things changed really fast. So it feels really overwhelming right now. But everything, it will pass away. It might take a while, but it will go. And you just have to keep trying.
Yeah.
And it's hard. It's hard, and I know it's hard.
We've struggled with a lot of things, not entirely sexuality based, but we've struggled with a lot of mental health stuff, and we are currently doing the best we've ever done, and we didn't think we would ever be at a position where we feel this happy within ourselves. And so speaking from that experience, it genuinely, it does get lighter, it does get easier. Please keep on going, and even if you don't feel accepted within your community at home, we love you and we accept you completely, and everyone watching this podcast is the same. You are our family now.
Yes.
So we accept you, we love you, and we want you to feel safe and loved, and we hope that our podcast is something for you to do to make you feel less alone. And you are our family, so this is a conversation between us, but you are included in it as well.
Yes. And you're now all officially my cousins. I have space in my cousin area, so
we are all gay cousins.
I'm still the oldest.
Oh, that means there'll be people younger than me. That means I'm not the youngest anymore.
Yeah,
Excellent.
exactly.
I like this. I am the elder now.
Yeah.
On that note as well, we wanted to end this by talking about a charity. If you have any spare money, which I know is not super likely for a lot of people, especially right now, a lot of people aren't making money, especially younger people, but if you do have even a spare $5, we would recommend giving your money to a charity like Stonewall. They're an LGBT charity, and they work towards making schools and workplaces LGBT inclusive and making sure that they are safe. They also have a housing project. They also have a housing project to help LGBTQ youth have safe homes, and they provide housing should they need it, and they just ensure that they feel safe where they are living, as well as many other things.
They help Asylum-Seekers. They have humanitarian projects they're mostly based in the UK and Scotland, but they have projects for refugees, LGBT refugees, and people like that. So they're really good, and their slogan is acceptance without exception. So
they just want, like us, everyone to feel safe and included and welcome and like they have a place to be, because everyone deserves to feel safe. And so if you have any spare change, change, if you have any spare money that you can do without, they're a good place to put it, especially right now with people, you know, feeling uncomfortable in their homes and things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So with that, we're going to say goodbye.
It was lovely to see you.
Yes.
Thank you for coming and dealing with our bullshit.
Yeah.
We hope you are somewhat entertained. If you've watched this far,
trooper.
You trooper. We love you. You are now our best friend.
Yeah.
You have a special place in our hearts.
Yes.
Thank you. We love you, and we will see you. We're doing these on Wednesdays, right?
Yes.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes.
Oh no, we don't say that. See you next Wednesday. Wait, no, it's Tuesday. That's the one that you don't say. I can't spell in my head. Shut up. Anyways,
we hope you have a good day and a good week.
I feel so stupid.